This video is for informational purposes only, based on personal research, and should not be considered as financial advice. It does not constitute any recommendation to buy, sell or hold any securities. Viewers are advised to conduct their own research.
Hello everyone, good evening and welcome to Commodity Catch Up Tuesday. Har Mangalwar we are sitting down to discuss the going on with the commodity market with regard to commodity market. These are live sessions open to all. You can join anytime by coming to my website. This session is not meant to suggest or recommend any trade. Largely, it solves your query, talks about how am I looking at the market and where am I investing or trading. Trading or investing itself is very risky. You should always maintain risk management rule number 1. Never should listen to others and jump on a trade or investment decisions. So thank you and welcome to each and every one of you, those who are attending now and those who will be joining this discussion later on YouTube. I can see a lot of Rainbow members have already joined in. Thank you. I hope trading is going well. आप लोग जो लोग commodity trade कर रहे हैं, this month overall should be good to reach the 3% target that is we want to achieve. Commodity midpoint of risk and return, I consider it to be in the range of 40%. So if we are making that 3% return, I think we are on a good path to generate overall wealth. And commodity trading itself remains quite rewarding to do that. So let me first take up one by one the commodities, and then I'll discuss if you have any questions regarding commodity trading. I'll try to answer to the best of my knowledge. जितना possible होगा मैं answer करूँगा. So let me share with you first the zinc. That is one of the good trade that has been going on in the commodity master. Let me apply it. Overall momentum has dried down in zinc, but as the trend is significantly strong, it has been trying to push higher overall. Current session that we are in the New York session has been mixed for zinc. Like today it is down, but overall, including today, if we look at the last 5 sessions, 3 have been positive for zinc. And overall, zinc has also shown more strength. If comparison में अगर देखा जाए, zinc has shown more strength in the Asian and the European hours, as indicated. नीचे का जो मीटर है, session performance showing. So overall, I've been trying to improve. Currently, it is in the junction of the what we call London and New York. So overall, New York session, expect mixed action from zinc. So this is not exactly zinc. This looks like more zinc mini. So let's look at the zinc chart. Similar chart it will be. Yeah. So overall 2-hour chart remains in overall bullishness. Bull has lost its strength. Notable strength loss हुआ है bull का. As I can see, candle has become smaller. So stop loss should be tighter as expected. If we look at the daily chart of zinc, which is you'll find significantly strong. So zinc में कौन सा game खेलना चाहिए? Broadly bullish kind of trades. So all I'm doing is bullish trades in zinc. Today was possible chance of partial profit booking. But after the partial profit booking, zinc has once again showed up strength to go long and remain long with a tighter stop loss. Weekly chart of zinc is also very strong. So in this market, to earn money, we should not look for, at least I will not look for, मैं नहीं देखूंगा short opportunities को. और जो लोग मेरे वीडियोस फॉलो कर रहे हैं, रेगुलरली क्लास अटेंड कर रहे हैं, आप लोग जानते हैं, I have not taken these short opportunities, even though they made some profit, but I was not interested. I'm only interested in the buy opportunities. And zinc has actually given awesome run. Latest जो run मिला है zinc का in the 2 hourly chart, it has been nothing less than awesome. This kind of run which adds up to the overall return on the month. So अगर आप फोकस रखते कि towards buying zinc only, I think there was possibility to make good return. Aluminium has been relatively troublemaker because last week two of my trades notably failed because aluminium created more of a spike. Aluminium again I shorted. Here I was able to make profit. Partially I have booked out. Aluminium, if you look at through the candlestick charts, it is creating spikes. So lot of spike create हो रहा है aluminium में. You can see the spikes notably. But overall, this is natural happening. एक type of natural भी है ये. Because aluminium एक बहुत ही important junction में है. Let me bring out the commodity master. Aluminium daily chart gradually trying to turn bearish. After the bullish up move, gradually turning bearish, the aluminium. And this bearishness, if अगर aluminium success हुआ, bear success हुआ इस जगह पे, तो ये एक बहुत ही नोटेबल टर्न होगा वीकली चार्ट में भी. And then aluminium will be open to much bigger decline. So इस जगह पे this kind of fight होना कि fight back, bulls are not giving up. कोई भी side, once we get a clarity on aluminium कि which side it is going to go for, this looked like a break once again, but it did not work out in the initial super push नीचे नहीं. But some of these days aluminium can go for a bigger decline. अगर downside इसका open है तो बाद में मैं expect करूंगा much bigger decline. ओवरऑल बुलिशनेस जो बढ़ाना है, आई डोंट थिंक मैं बहुत ईगर रहूंगा इस जगह पे बुलिश खेलने को. बुलिश एल्यूमिनियम हो सकता है, दैट पाथ एग्जिस्ट, बट इमीडिएटली नहीं. ये कंसोलिडेट करेगा एंड देन पॉसिबली इट विल मेक अ फोर्सफुल कमबैक लेटर. तो सितंबर मंथ का एंड बुलिशनेस अगर है तो उसके लिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होगा. बट अभी के लिए एल्यूमिनियम में बियरिशनेस छाया हुआ है. ओवरऑल इट इज अंडर बियरिश प्रेशर. बट मच बेटर ट्रेड्स, मतलब रियल गुड प्रॉफिट देने वाले ट्रेड थे जिंक. एल्यूमिनियम इज मोर ऑफ अ स्मॉल फ्राई, स्मॉल प्रॉफिट काइंड ऑफ. Copper, I remain technically bullish. Overall, I remain bullish on copper. Weekly chart is setting up to be quite bullish for copper. But इसको खेलने के लिए I have done something slight different. Just one moment. This is a company called Freeport McMoran. And I had highlighted कि Freeport McMoran, I think I'm bullish and I have taken position in Freeport McMoran. This is a mining company. एंड ये जो मेटल्स का कमबैक हुआ है, आई थिंक माइनिंग कंपनीज का स्टॉक्स में भी बेनिफिट होगा. ओवरऑल इंडिया में उतने माइनिंग कंपनीज नहीं है, सो ओवरऑल ये जो गोल्ड कमबैक, कॉपर स्ट्रेंथ, मैं सिर्फ मेटल्स को नहीं देख रहा हूं, आई एम लुकिंग एट अपॉर्चुनिटीज इन स्टॉक्स ऑल्सो. सो FCX, फिर हुआ GDX विच इज गोल्ड माइनर्स ETF. आई रिमेन बुलिश. बुलिश मेरा पोजीशन भी है, मैं इसमें होल्ड कर रहा हूं लॉन्ग पोजीशन. एंड आई थिंक दे आर स्टिल येट टू गिव लॉट ऑफ गुड रन. ये मेरा सोच है, कुड बी रॉन्ग, इसीलिए स्टॉप लॉस के साथ आई विल प्ले. But this is a stock, so I'll give not tight stop loss like commodity trading. So another one was Newmont. Newmont एक mining company है towards gold mining company. So far bullish. I'm already into this and I'm in profit into Newmont. New entry cannot say to jump in. But overall, I'm expecting much bigger run from Newmont. So these are some of the opportunities, and in fact, other opportunities we have BHP. Those जो लोग नहीं जानते, BHP Billiton is one of the world's biggest mining company. New breakout. So आप सोच सकते हैं क्लियरली चारों तरफ माइनिंग में एक वेव ऑफ बाइंग आया है. And these uncertain times when dollar regarding US interest rate regarding concern है, dollar regarding concern, and whether currency ka values will be there or not, a lot of confusion over there. And in these scenarios, investors, those who will be looking for hard asset kind of investments, matlab big investors who are looking to diversify, say into gold, but do not want to own gold, because gold do not pay interest rate, gold do not pay dividend income. So they are mining companies, as they already have mines over there, तो एक प्रॉफिटेबल इन्वेस्टमेंट की तरह वो लोग देखेंगे. दैट्स आई हैव सीन इन द पास्ट. So naturally, mining companies पहले already outperforming because minings were great. Currently also outperforming. And similar आप हम लोग अगर देखेंगे in India also. These are not trade recommendation. First of all, this did not yet to give a breakout. India opportunities robust नहीं है. But I wanted to show in a national aluminium. To show you that they are producing stellar result. Super duper result they are producing, which is very natural. That means ये जो price increase हुआ है in the metal group, it is reflecting in their income. So commodity companies can continue to perform heading into ये जो uncertainty, and that may involve oil mining companies as well. One of them could be ExxonMobil, Oxy, Chevron. And when choosing these stocks, particularly related to the commodities, एक चीज मैं चाहूंगा कि they pay good dividend, means they return the money. It will act as a hedge. Say ExxonMobil dividend yield matlab 3%. Suppose I invest and the stock does not move, and they maintain the dividend, which is likely given their earnings. Look at the earnings of ExxonMobil. Usually they pay high dividends. 3% is not bad considering US interest rate is 4.4%. So this is also cuts down to some extent the risk. But at the same time, ये मेरा only choice नहीं रहेगा. If I look at a company like Vedanta, led by Mr. Anil Agarwal, if I'm not wrong, because I've chosen fundamental, it will take some time to load. Fundamental, especially the CAN-SLIM, is a bit heavy. Vedanta price-wise not yet ready. Can become ready later. And 7% is the dividend yield, which is quite good given the 1-year government bond yield is close to 6%. So this is an additional protection when I'm looking for any investments. And similarly, companies like in India, Hindustan Zinc, they are creating very nice chart setups. Successful hota hai ki nahi, that fully does not remain in the known, but it is in that zone box. One thing I can say with more certainty or confidence ke saath ke, once the zone breaks, this will have potential. Whereas Hindustan Zinc does not pay very good dividends. When investing in these mining companies, we should also take note of the correlation with the underlying. Usually no direct कोई relationship always fulfill नहीं रहता है. There is lot to consider. Suppose Hindustan Zinc or maybe this Freeport McMoran has gotten into a contract which is a fixed rate contract, then they cannot benefit from higher price. So few things will be important कि उनके earnings में that should reflect. Yes, they are able to get benefit of this higher commodity price. Another correlation, let me come back to the NALCO case and remove this chart. This is the NALCO. And if I add aluminium on it, MCX, you can see there has been a strong correlation. That means NALCO profit just started to reflect the earnings. Let me show the stock master again. Compared to previous earnings growth, look at the earnings growth. Current earnings growth is super. That means in the earnings होता है बहुत ही delayed data. So earnings में just starting to reflect ये जो price growth. But aluminium itself has shown very high correlation. Sorry, National Aluminium high correlation show किया है aluminium के साथ. Now that aluminium, first we discussed aluminium. Aluminium is not in a great phase commodity wise. It is a vital junction. If you look at the blue line, the Dow structure is there, but it can break down. 337. If it starts to break down, then NALCO investments can come into danger despite good earnings. So this part, anyone investing has to remain check overly high correlation, which is National Aluminium has shown broadly. Latest move does not count. These small moves can happen. But if you look at the trend, it has been very clear. So ये part थोड़ा careful रहना पड़ेगा when anyone is investing, looking for opportunities in these segments. But overall, if we look at those who will look not to look for significant move, मतलब stock specific, if we look at the CNX metal index, it has done significantly well and increasing strength. And that is increasing a strength when broad market, say defined by our usual Nifty, this has been outperforming and quite significantly outperforming the Nifty metal index. So overall, this remains the commodity comeback रहता है कि not just commodity wise opportunities, which is more to be used for daily or the 2-hourly chart, not the weekly. Copper जिसमें range में, जहां से हम लोग stock में गए. So overall, this is more risky, more short term, daily or 2 hour. But commodity market का rise, it can be used. आप लोग कंपनी के जरिए, इंडेक्स के जरिए भी you can look for investments here. So copper 2-hour chart, sell signal, but as you can see from the chart structure, I'm not an eager seller. Copper weekly chart is notable bullish. I'm structurally bullish on copper. Daily chart is not ready. It is stretched. So naturally sell signal is coming. Sellers can get some solid move to the down, but right now the risk reward is not too great. एक बार एक अच्छा रिटर्न अचीव हुआ है, then हमें थोड़ा केयरफुल रहना पड़ेगा. So I don't want to spoil the return. मेरा टारगेट है 3% minimum. And this month, I think I'll be able to, if all goes well, I'll be able to close between 7 and 8. So overall, I'm well already on the journey. for the yearly return. So I don't want to take high risk or low opportunities. It does not mean कि low quality मतलब low probability opportunities will not succeed. इसका मतलब बिल्कुल ये नहीं है. Example is crude oil. Crude oil मैंने decision लिया कि I'll not yet go short. And in the hindsight देखा जाए, so crude has really given solid move. And so solid that my long-term positioning that I had in the daily chart based on, in the commodities, especially I gave lot of line chart along with I use, but along with not with this one separately. Line chart I give lot of importance to, especially for pattern watching, few patterns such as inverted head and shoulder. So naturally I was bullish after the break, so this position had to be closed. And naturally I was less inclined to go short in crude oil despite the signal and there. So अगर छोड़ दे रहा हूं इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि that commodity cannot perform, but more important is once it has missed कि मैं FOMO से नहीं डरूंगा, I'll not fear FOMO, it is gone, miss हो गया, okay, it's okay. Because I'm sitting on 7 and 8, so enough I've received. No need to increase the greed level. I have to patiently now wait, even if it's drop, creates a beautiful consolidation, and let me enter into a trade. So crude oil remains bearish for now, notably bearish, driven by also a news piece कि Pakistan is now in the news that it is acting as a mediator, and Pakistan visits to Iran has produced fruit some, but nobody knows that whether exactly what is happening. Crude has been very vital because crude बहुत सारे commodity including निफ्टी को बहुत इन्फ्लुएंस कर रहा है. निफ्टी के लिए कोरिलेशन में क्रूड हैज बीन वन ऑफ द टॉप. Crude oil price rising, equity, Indian equity, broad based, has been coming under downside pressure. Now I'm looking at the 2-hourly chart, and 2-hourly chart means very short term, about 2 sessions. मतलब 2 दिन approximately. And I'll have to apply it on our dollar index weekly chart. So overall, I can see crude oil, this dollar has been extremely bad factor recent times for commodities broadly, more towards gold, silver, and especially silver. Dollar has been negative. Overall, gold, silver enjoying the same high correlation. This is very important for gold, silver traders. As silver has been going down today, and yesterday also struggle. Yesterday एक पहला चांस मिला था प्रॉफिट बुकिंग का गोल्ड में, and silver showed notable weakness. All my max stop was hit and I'm out of silver. Silver जब नीचे जा रहा है, gold with high correlation, gold trying to break likely sustain नहीं होगा. It will not sustain. Crude oil has been adding negative factor काम कर रहा था for gold, silver, which is no longer doing that. At least in the short term में वो effect नहीं दिख रहा है. Crude oil, gold, मतलब सारे commodities looks like broadly moving together. Dollar and rates, which are traditional commodity के against काम करता है, so it is they are operating. So natural phenomena हम लोग देख पा रहे हैं जो natural commodity का pattern है. And daily chart, which is long term, more 1 month situation, overall dollar has been negative factor for metals. And crude oil now showing positiveness with the commodities overall. So इसके जरिए मैं क्या समझ सकता हूं, करंट थीम जो चल रहा है कि overall dollar remains the bad factor for commodities. US something trouble going on, which is the main vital fuel for gold, silver right now. That there the Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent एक मिस्टेक किया है मेरे हिसाब से. उन्होंने अनाउंस किया कि they are will be buyback, जैसे शेयर का buyback होता है, stock buyback. Similarly, US Treasury will buy back to some extent the US long-term bonds, 10-year to 30-year. I call it bad decision, and not just me, I'm almost nobody, but जो real market veterans like Stan Druckenmiller, they have also said that this was an extremely bad decision. First of all, treasury market size is about 30 trillion. And in the first round, Besant announced that they are increasing the bond buyback with about $2 billion, which is nothing, peanuts in the bond market. And it told the market somehow, and because after the intervention, let me take you through the line chart if possible. After the main intervention, it came back into strength. फिर से strength में वापस आ गया. It was a strong move down. After that, it started recovering the long-term interest rates. So it created kind of doubts and credibility. Even if you look at right now, since the announcement and after that announcement came, यूएस में बाईबैक कंसिडर कर रहा है बेसेंट, यूएस ट्रेजरी सेक्रेटरी, टू टैप टीजी अकाउंट, दैट इज अकाउंट विद द फेड, ट्रेजरी जनरल अकाउंट, up to 1 trillion to buy back. And given all these, interest rate came down from 5.34 to current 5.19. Let's ignore this one. Let's consider the value. Still about only 15 basis point, means 0.15%. That means market is challenging the US government, including the treasury, and refusing the interest rates to come down. This is a bad sign. This is a bad sign means it is normally bad that interest rate rising. Now that market knows that the US government is concerned, it can smell blood on the water. This is a common phrase when someone has done something bad, that ye focus mein aa gaya. And as interest rate, this announcement came, that means more dollar to be somewhat printed or more liquidity came up in the market. The big benefactor was gold and silver. Awesome run. It was a lovely trade. And now the opportunity came back last night and to some extent fully today. I announced in the आप लोगों के group में as well as channel, looking at the COMEX gold, very early morning, followed by India gold, gold mini, that ये जो beautiful run, it is now over. मतलब हम लोग खा चुके हैं इसका profit, and it was a lovely profit, beautiful run, and thanks to zinc, gold, and silver, I'll be able to close higher. Aluminium trade was bad. I was a bit more aggressive, which bad things can happen. So here is the gold situation. Currently, will I be short? Possibly once again it can drop and give me return. But currently I'll not be very eager seller in gold right now. First of all, gold is very bullish in the daily chart. It is extended. Normal wave size in gold can be long in reversal waves. These waves about, as I can see the meter, about it can run more. Double ho sakta hai further run. But at one stretch, gold goes about 17, 18, which is already going full. Big wave in picture. If I consider short to mid wave, about 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So here around this area, correction is expected. And naturally, we are able to see some correction in the 2-hour chart. गोल्ड डिफरेंट तरीके से रोल प्ले कर सकता है, नॉट जस्ट हियर इन द ट्रेडिंग. ट्रेडिंग आई प्रेफर टू डू शॉर्ट टर्म यूजिंग डेली और 2 आवर, बट इन्वेस्टमेंट होता है वीकली चार्ट. इन्वेस्टमेंट का स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट इज द वीकली चार्ट. So weekly chart, I can see gold has come back. That's why gold miners ETF, new mont, and as well as India gold. ये मैंने discuss किया also last several sessions. Almost from the bottom, we could highlight that with this inverted head and shoulder, different, here it is more clear. It's a variation of that. And since then, gold has run fantastic. बट वीकली चार्ट, इवन इफ द करेक्शन कम्स, अगर करेक्शन आता है बहुत ही नेचुरल होगा, हेल्दी. इसीलिए मेरे करंट एक्सपेक्टेशंस, दोज हु आर हियरिंग, आई सेड आई विल नॉट एक्सपेक्ट इमीडिएट ऑसम रन फ्रॉम गोल्ड. इवन आई एम इन्वेस्टिंग, मतलब आई विल बी ओके विद दैट. अगर गोल्ड इमीडिएटली सुपर रन चालू नहीं किया, दैट्स कंप्लीटली फाइन, क्योंकि गोल्ड अभी भी ब्रेकआउट नहीं दिया है. 1,72,000 का, अभी भी 10,000 रुपए दूर है, 10,000 रुपीज दूर गोल्ड. एंगुलर स्ट्रेंथ जस्ट पिकिंग अप, नथिंग सिग्निफिकेंट. मुझे टारगेट बनाना पसंद नहीं है. आई लाइक, आप लोग देखें कि आई एम राइडिंग टू द बेस्ट जितना पॉसिबल हो, बट टारगेट अवेलेबल है मेरे पास. द लॉन्गेस्ट टारगेट, गोल्ड कैन गो अप मोर देन 2 lakhs. सो ये पॉसिबिलिटी है. ऐसा नहीं कि ये होगा ही, मतलब ये गारंटीड नहीं रहता इन ट्रेडिंग. बट दिस इज मोर ऑफ ए इन्वेस्टिंग, मतलब इन्वेस्टिंग कोई इमसेक्स फ्यूचर से नहीं करता है. कम दिस, सम ऑफ दिस क्वेश्चन केम टू मी इन व्हाट्सएप. इन्वेस्टमेंट मतलब एक्सचेंज ट्रेडेड फंड, फिजिकल गोल्ड. यू कैन गिफ्ट ऑर्नामेंट्स टू योर वाइफ, यू कैन सेव फॉर योर डॉटर टू, बिकॉज गोल्ड वेदर ऊपर जाए या नहीं हैज कम टू अ नोटेबल पॉइंट. जब डाउन फेज में था, आई हैड टोल्ड यू कि दोज हु आर प्लानिंग टू बाय ज्वेलरीज बेटर can take some risk and see further decline का. Now gold is going to the base, creating a base here, अच्छी जगह पे it can ride, go up notably. So overall gold I remains positive. Gold ETF choice में I will prefer any ETF but low cost, जिसका cost कम हो, that is the best ETF. Overall majority of the gold ETFs are same. This is a very good point. Matlab, last week was actually the buy signal, so it was a good point of entry. Silver also giving us signal. It is now ending the sell-off, but silver chart देख के ही हम लोग समझ सकते हैं, it is not as bullish as the gold. Still notably bearish. So आप लोगों को naturally ये चार्ट देखते हुए सरप्राइज होना नहीं चाहिए जब सिल्वर इन द शॉर्ट टर्म ट्रेडिंग. So let's look at silver mini. It's a good one. Silver mini भी आप ट्रेड कर सकते हैं before mega. So here it is more bearish. तो अगर सेल करना था गोल्ड सिल्वर में, सिल्वर would have been more better choice to sell. It is further dropping now, so no plan to buy silver yet. बट सिल्वर को नजर रखना पड़ेगा. एंड सिल्वर इज नॉट एन एसआईपी थिंग. आई डोंट थिंक सिल्वर में एसआईपी नहीं, बट लॉन्ग स्विंग्स कैन बी प्लेड. सिल्वर मुझे करंट जगह पे मोर रेंज बाउंड दिख रहा है. आई थिंक गोल्ड आउट परफॉर्म करेगा टू सम एक्सटेंट सिल्वर, बिकॉज गोल्ड का मॉनिटरी कनेक्शन इज मोर. सिल्वर के साथ थोड़ा इंडस्ट्री कनेक्शन जुड़ा हुआ है. So now what we have done, we have taken a look at aluminium, we have taken a look at zinc, copper, gold, silver, crude oil. Now the last counter is the natural gas. Natural gas is a risky one. It is not to be treated by beginners, definitely nahi for trading. It can create lot of short spikes and winter में इसका fluctuation beginners के लिए बिल्कुल ही नहीं. Rather नेचुरल गैस में मैं फ्यू थिंग्स आप लोगों को दूसरा चीज दिखाना चाहूंगा. नेचुरल गैस I see there could be this year some storage shortage in Europe depending on winter. और यहाँ पे बस मैं स्मार्ट मनी आप लोगों को दिखाना चाहूंगा विच इज लुकिंग अ बिट इंटरेस्टिंग टू मी. ये स्मार्ट मनी क्या कर रहा है कमोडिटी में. सो नेचुरल गैस वाज बियरिश. लेट मी शो यू विद द एक्चुअल डेटा. जो ओवरऑल शॉर्ट था नेचुरल गैस, सिग्निफिकेंट चेंज किया है स्मार्ट मनी इन द पोजीशनिंग. उन्होंने बुलिश नेट में बुल कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स बढ़ाया, मतलब नेट में शॉर्ट कवरिंग ओवरऑल. वो लोग बोथ साइड पोजीशन रखते हैं, बोथ लॉन्ग पोजीशन एंड शॉर्ट पोजीशन. सो इसीलिए वी लुक एट द नेट पोजीशन. सो नेट पोजीशन में सिग्निफिकेंट इंक्रीज हुआ इन नेचुरल गैस. अदर्स आर गॉन अप बट नॉट नथिंग नोटेबल. जैसे डॉलर में 225 मिलियन. एक्चुअल नंबर वुड बी मोर, बट द मेन करेंसी को कॉन्टेक्स्ट में रखते हुए दिस वाज अ स्मॉल इंक्रीज. गोल्ड में भी वो लोग पोजीशन इंक्रीज किए, स्मॉल इंक्रीज. बट नेचुरल गैस का शॉर्ट कवरिंग वाज नोटेबल. सो दिस विंटर में नेचुरल गैस अगर बुलिश होना चालू करे लेट मिड पार्ट ऑफ विंटर, स्पेशली बिकॉज ऑफ यूरोप, नेचुरल गैस नोटेबली कैन टर्न बुलिश, काफी बुलिश हो सकता है. उस टाइम पे नेचुरल गैस का स्विंग खेलने के लिए एक्सचेंज ट्रेडेड फंड सच एज यूएनजी और बॉयल से भी यूएनजी विल बी बेटर, उनका इस्तेमाल किया जा सकता है टू प्लेस बेट्स ऑन नेचुरल गैस. आई मे यूज देम एज वेल एज नेचुरल गैस एमसीएक्स ट्रेडिंग. So that's for all the counters. We had also discussion related counters में भी हम लोग discuss किए. That's all friends from my side. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer. I hope ये discussion आप लोगों को regular basis पे help कर रहा है to decide on your commodity positions. But don't listen to me and just take on a trade. I just explained how am I taking the trades with the logic to you. आशीष जी पूछ रहे हैं सिल्वर 100 गुड इनफ फॉर पोजिशनल ट्रेडिंग. यस, दे आर गुड इनफ, बट याद रखिए कि देयर कॉन्ट्रैक्ट आर स्मॉल, सो ब्रोकरेज एंड अदर कैन बी एन इशू. एंड अल्टीमेटली याद रखिए आप लोगों, जो लोग मेरे साथ जुड़े हुए हैं एंड मीन्स डन माई सेशंस एंड अदर्स, अल्टीमेटली यू हैव टू ग्रो, थोड़ा ग्रो करना पड़ेगा. So grow means you can start with silver 100, no problem. Gold petal start. Look for 50% margin block जब तक average ना होता है. On an average, that means you are not fully deploying. पूरा deploy नहीं कर रहे हो आप, मतलब थोड़ा पीछे हट के डर के खेल रहे हो, ऐसा नहीं. So every month on a 30% rate, you can start small, say 10 silver 100. And about 4 gold petal, 10 gold petal, and gradually start increasing on an average every month. And then move to once 50 is reached, move to higher one, silver 100 to silver micro. Then you will start gradually increasing, gradual increase. Remember, not drastic increase. Gradually you will increase. Profit आएगा, confidence बढ़ेगा. थोड़ा और then you'll have to want to deploy more into commodity trading. So धीरे धीरे approach कीजिए. And silver 100 can be starting point, but ultimately मेगा से भी मैं बोलूंगा मिनीज आर बेटर. मतलब सिल्वर मिनी, गोल्ड मिनी, मतलब मल्टीपल एग्जिट, मतलब कुछ मेगा यू कैन गो सम गोल्ड मिनी लेटर. सेम यू कैन डू मेजर गोल्ड 10. अगर कुछ पोजीशन यू वांट टू ब्रेक, you can use a lower contract such as gold petal, silver 100. But remember the brokerage point of view. Brokerage यहाँ पे CTT है, जो like there is STT, but commodity का run जितना अच्छा देता है, if you do fairly well, not over trading too much, then उतना problem नहीं होगा. You will be able to come out profitable. Can you explain what are the key levels to watch out for aluminum futures on the upside and downside? Yeah, sure. First of all, you have to decide what levels you are trading. and you have to look at the big picture. Let's do this with the line chart first. So let's do first, ये regular homework किसी का भी होना चाहिए. Anyone serious about trading. So यहाँ पे weekly chart, you want to always know the weekly levels. And I definitely want to know, I don't want to predict कि ऊपर जाएगा नहीं जाएगा. That's the game. हम लोग यहाँ पे prediction के लिए नहीं बैठे हैं. We are here to make money. So यहाँ पे जब ये breakdown होगा, it is at least a bullish Dow structure खत्म होगा. That means I want to know about this break. Nobody can say कि how कहाँ पे जाएगा, but we can also not say कि aluminium 331 drop करेगा and this is the top one. So we have to consider this. So weekly chart levels definitely want to take care of. If you are a rainbow member, you have much notable powerful signals which already came to you, background bearish, Estimomo bearish alerts, other type of alert available to you. You can go for probability alerts. And this is a definite point because reward is great. If it drops, it can definitely come to 332. Next level would be 324.5 and finally it may race towards our original level I mentioned long time ago, 309. Because that's how progression goes. Same आप gold में भी देख पाओ. That's how the progression, and rainbow basically helps me to understand this progression of the market. See, after the sell signal, correction expected, then comes the next round of bearishness, takes us to a very important area. So overall, I can see aluminium, if I look at through this lens, strong fight chal raha hai in the aluminium. I'll move to next contract, not the August contract, September at least. This stop loss level would be vital for me, 354 on a weekly basis. Daily chart, aluminium is not yet able to break down. If I look at through the candle lens, which is more spiky, there are a lot of spikes happening, not sustenance. Many different spikes in these regions. You front contract, you can see. The second contract, you can also see notable spikes are there. That means aluminium right position management, becoming not too greedy, will be vital. And that means if aluminium can break down, the move can be sharp. If you do too much quantity, अगर आप hold नहीं कर पाए, then फायदा नहीं हो. So aluminium 2 hour, as per me, the one of the key break has happened. That's why I'm holding bearish trades in aluminium. Crude oil and Hormuz ka tension chala jana is also good news. Currently, exactly मेरा जो area है, these areas, वहां से ही bounce back आ रहा है aluminium में. So aluminium needs to basically clear up these zone, I'll call 341, and start to drop lower towards 339. Then वो confidence on the lower probability will go up significantly. Weekly chart में जब वो level clear होने लगेगा, we discussed with the line chart, those who are using the line, ये level clear होके close 342.4 के below will be very notable. Now can come the second level of this kind of drop and next round of big money can be made. So that means patience will be very vital with the right positioning. ये जो bounce back, I've already taken half the money, so I'm not no longer worried about this trade. And it will, even if it goes up, ऐसा ही set हुआ है, I'm now entry level के below has stop loss. So not much to worry, patience के साथ इंतजार of the break. Gold, silver, aluminium overall showing positivity with the metal. So when zinc will actually start to decline too, aluminium can decline, can pace up. So zinc is still not bearish, gold, silver still not bearish. That is overall keeping aluminium float करवा रहा है aluminium को. Crude oil Hormuz tension कम होने का news will be bad for aluminium. Why are you not get a shorting gold silver? Now I told you right now जो हम लोग डिस्कस की, ये जो जिंक के साथ समझते हैं, जिंक आई एम बुलिश. एंड देखिए ट्रेडिंग में हर एक का मिड पॉइंट है रिस्क रिवार्ड का. सो कमोडिटी आई कंसीडर इट एट 40 and 40 because it's higher risk, so it should provide me higher return. And 40 सुनने में जितना लगे, it's 3% per month, not extremely difficult with commodities. But once again, the mindset plays the role. So with my setup, first of all, when this signal is coming, I don't know this future. This future portion is unknown. That people fail to make consider. That's why आज भी X में comment will come. इसने बोला था बढ़ेगा. See, now the market has gone down. It is not about predicting. In the hindsight, if I had shorted zinc, I could have get actually मेरा level होता, I would have booked out. So profit होता. But given the zinc's condition, look at the daily chart. Strongly bullish. These are the small 2-hourly move. Weekly chart strongly bullish. I don't need to play the downside because it is not easy. Means if the situation sometimes can demand it. Someone is running low capital plus have to fully run house, crazy situation जो होता है. बट यहां पे वो है नहीं. यहां पे क्लियरली ये जो अपसाइड मूव 390 to 407, this is a 50% return on the margin. 50% margin के ऊपर. With a 3 lakh account, have you deployed just 70,000 even? That's a 30,000 plus return, which is a 3 lakh account के ऊपर 10%. No need to go for every trade. Same now if I look at the weekly, bullish turning gold. India gold is stronger because of rupee and local demand. This is called basis. Basis is stronger right now. This is a weekly comeback. Daily strong. Could be top. This is not, I'm not saying that gold cannot drop. Gold can very likely drop, will drop. Silver has dropped more than I had anticipated. If I had shorted silver, I would have definitely made money with the rent. There is no confusion. Silver mini, if I take a look at, it was a beautiful bearish, right time pe signal. But I don't need to play every side. We had a good run in silver, fantastic run in gold, whichever, even if you are in gold petal. You can, commodity market का beauty है, जो भी आपका capital है, आपके हिसाब से you can grow, start growing. ये जो commodity gold petal एक ट्रेड करने के लिए लगता है 1300 रुपए मार्जिन, 1300 or 400. I don't exactly remember because I don't trade gold petal, so I don't, but around that वही होगा, very likely. ये रहा gold petal 1500. So one could have taken easily 20 contracts or 10 contracts, even 15,000. 10 ke niche, it does not make sense. And look at this run, 15,500 to 16,327, almost 800. And 10 means 8,000. And you had deployed just a margin of 15,000. there is no need to again go jump short, because once again it can come back. And the bad part about commodity trading in India is market is not always open. Market COMEX will open before. COMEX is the main gold, or international gold is the main gold with of this mouse is disturbing. XAU USD. It will maybe reverse in the early morning Asian hours. So better play with the trend. But gold can drop. I'm not saying gold cannot. Stretch हुआ था move, drop होगा, अच्छा ही है. That is स्पेशली जो लोग वीकली चार्ट में इन्वेस्टमेंट ढूंढ रहे हैं, इट इज गुड थिंग. एक करेक्शन हेल्दी होता है, बहुत हेल्दी, इट्स वेरी गुड on based on the weekly, but not so good if you're holding bull trade and in the MCX futures. गोल्ड ETF नेचुरल एक करेक्शन होने से फर्दर ऊपर जाने का चांस बढ़ेगा once that new Dow structure. Plus silver, I'm very much interested. Let me show you a chart. Let's, I think silver mini में दिखा पाएंगे और सिल्वर मेगा में भी आई थिंक दिखा पाएंगे. This could be, I don't know will be, but could be a complex pattern. Pattern, I think one line chart is one of the best to contain some of the patterns like double bottom, complex, head and shoulder. This could be the left shoulder, double head, the right shoulder forming. If a breakout comes late after the correction, above this, I'll be interested. Definitely first as an ETF investor. And for trading, I'll anyway get signals in the 2 hour when it's coming back. जब वो कम बैक के लिए तैयार होगा, I'll be ready to go long. So हर साइड मुझे खेलने का जरूरत नहीं. समटाइम्स देखिए बैड फीलिंग होगा, दैट इज पार्ट ऑफ द गेम. यही तो है माइंडसेट कि ये जो क्रूड ऑयल ट्रेड, इट वुड हैव गॉन ब्यूटीफुल हैड आई शॉर्टेड. Sorry, this is silver, this is crude oil even, but later जब छोड़ दिए at this point, as I was focusing, मैंने explain किया head and inverted head and shoulder, then you don't jump in later. Let it go. और एक opportunity आ जाएगा. 2 hour में ही तो खेल रहे हैं, कोई ना कोई opportunity आएगा ही for sure. It will come. But if I enter in a bad area, start making loss, जो हो गया it's gone. But that was hindsight. वो यहाँ पे मालूम नहीं था कि this one will drop this much. Nobody knows. Even those who are forecasting नहीं गिरेगा. गोल्ड SIP ओके नाउ, काफी पहले ओके था. देवाशीष जी, व्हाई आर यू हियर नाउ? देवाशीष तरफदार, व्हाई यू शुड, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आपको किसी का पूछ के सुन के मेरा अगर डिस्कशन हेल्प हो रहा है, आई एम वेरी हैप्पी. बट द प्रैक्टिस यू शुड नॉट आस्क मी सर अभी चालू करें. नो, you should know by yourself. And either if you are a Rainbow member, because I exactly can't recall, bad at remembering, at least you had the Dow structure. We had a Dow plus this was an inverted. And if you are a Rainbow member, at least full confidence signal was last week. Now also the question will boil down कि how much, कितना करोगे. सो डिफरेंट लेवल डिसाइड कीजिए, क्योंकि गोल्ड अभी ये नहीं बता रहा है बिल्कुल नहीं आई विल ब्रेक 160 एंड गो टू 2 लाख. इट इज अननोन एट दिस पॉइंट. कैन गो, एक प्रोबेबिलिटी में वो एग्जिस्ट कर रहा है, या इट कैन ब्रेक 172 एंड गो वे मोर. नाउ व्हाई गोल्ड, इस जगह पे गोल्ड को क्यों देख रहे हैं? माई प्रेजेंटेशन ऑफ लॉजिक इज इन द इंडेक्स ग्रुप. CNX small cap has been the top performer. सारे market cap में से it is the top performer. And when I compare it to gold, for the first time since this March, April, when actually gold started down perform, gold is showing some outperformance chance. कितना दिन होगा आउट परफॉर्मेंस? आई डोंट आस्क दोस क्वेश्चन, बट आई कैन सी दैट आउट परफॉर्मेंस चांस. That means our portfolio can have some gold. Gold is starting to, and if I compare this same thing with the Nifty even, or let's say CNX 500, which is a broad-based measure for stocks, I can see gold is now starting to outperform. So it made sense कि some portion of the portfolio हम लोग gold में थोड़ा रखें. So gold will act as a diversifier now. क्यों अभी तक पता नहीं चला है कि ब्रेकआउट आ रहा है कि नहीं. Then we can consider, okay, this is a run giver also, but it will actually protect your portfolio to the downside because it is now the outperforming one. So yes, I think portfolio, मेरे portfolio में gold का chance था. MCX also giving buy up opportunity. Yes, we have discussed and kindly asked stocks in generally but MCX in the capital market segment group. Yes. So when capital is small, how to create best among different commodity futures? No, when the capital is small, sir, you should not focus there. Gradually, you have to grow. See, your capital is small now. ये देख के लोग पीछे चले जाते हैं. But even if you have capital small, matlab, I'll still suggest the commodity trading should be started best to 3 lakhs or at least 2 lakhs minimum. But you can start with gold, silver first. Then gradually start moving towards crude, alumini, zinc, mini. Then later will come the mega contracts and the copper. So gold, silver should be more focused first. Especially gold, because gold is generally kind overall. Utna zigzag nahi karta. Silver is still more volatile compared to gold. And gold gives good run. It's a good trending instrument in different time frame. And साथ ही साथ focus लाना पड़ेगा कि अच्छा 3%, look at कि 40% rate, if you grow your low capital for 5 years, see the result. कितना बन जाता है. And the more you are interested, you'll have less Starbucks coffee and save money over there. Different small areas. Then when you become a full-time trader, you'll see very weird savings. Like here I stay, I don't have to buy tie, formal shoe. In fact, my formal shoes are all now getting rotten to some extent since I don't much use them. You don't have socks, many different savings. You don't have to travel. Traveling cost, traveling time saved. So many different savings will start reflecting. So starting small is no problem, but starting small right is very important. The focus area pe, your problem is brokerage. So if you overtrade too much with small account, even if you make profit, brokerage will take a lot of chunk. Have to be choosy, stick to the plan, accept कि कुछ loss होगा ही trading. Place the stop loss, accept that kind of loss and focus on the stop loss. अभी अगर एल्यूमिनियम बढ़ जाएगा तो कोई मुझे बोल सकता है क्यों बुक नहीं किया एल्यूमिनियम. She saw there was a small green stocks. But ये जो अभी से बढ़ेगा, that is unknown right now. So with a proper plan, proper setup, you will learn the decision making जब uncertainty is there. So how to trade, how not to trade on every rainbow signal. Same for everyone, including Nifty. Don't trade every signal. These are indicative. See, here it did not struggle. It did not work overall. Here it is working, but here the risk was high, here at the base risk was low. Look at the risk. And focus कि अच्छा crude oil अच्छा मेरा मिस हो गया crude oil, especially suppose आपका gold मिस हो गया. You are currently feeling, oh, gold is missed. I missed out. कोई भी reasons. These are resulting bias. Gold जो आज बढ़ेगा, it was unknown. Freeport McMoran X जो बढ़ेगा FCX, it was unknown when I entered. ये जब आप moment आपको feeling आए, oh, I missed, आपके brain से कुछ chemical release होना चालू हो जाएगा immediately. And it will not help you to think logically. जैसे silver, you'll feel okay, silver it's not gone up that much like gold. Let me go for silver because it's cheap compared to gold. Still not gone up. उतना बड़ा नहीं है gold के जैसे. Where the silver chart is structurally way more weak compared to the chart in gold. It is more close to the base. Now you have to sort out कि कहाँ अच्छा मिस हो गया तो कैसे फिर लॉजिकली एंट्री किया जाए. Work on that plan. That can be done. आप लोग सीख चुके हो. Those you are a rainbow member, fine tuning कैसे किया जाए. From this you can see rally is becoming now significantly stretched. You can add later FOMO quantity when this breaks. New high at least you have entered. Think about logical points. And resulting bias से जितना influence कम होंगे उतना ही बेहतर होगा trading. Commodity in general, overall quite generous because it's a trending instrument. Given the strong correlation gold and the divergence performance, now which one will drag the other on its to its side? I think ये जो गोल्ड सिल्वर रेशियो में चेंज होगा, गोल्ड जिस दिन बुलिश हो रहा है गोल्ड विल बुलिश हो जाएगा, सिल्वर विल नॉट गो अप दैट मच बिकॉज एंड ये डिपेंड करेगा थीम के ऊपर. अगर मॉनेटरी पॉलिसी थीम है देन गोल्ड बेनिफिट्स. अगर चाइना ग्रोथ थीम है देन सिल्वर बेनिफिट्स. सो मैक्रो थीम किसके ऊपर मार्केट का फोकस है वो भी इंपॉर्टेंट होगा. Would the upside breakout zone for aluminium because it's turning bullish from a key support level on daily time frame? Okay, you are trading aluminium on a daily time frame. Where? This is the daily chart. Are we talking about the same aluminium? Because this is the structure where it is turning bullish. I can see a negative Dow structure without applying any indicator in the whole world in the daily chart. Let me check current month. No, I still don't see any bullishness. Dow structure practice कीजिए. Practice even if you look at चलिए mini देखते हैं. Let's look at the mini. Bearish breakdown. This one at least not Dow structure नहीं है at least. And current contract ख्याल रखिए near expiry. You'll have to trade September month of contract. So let me check aluminium. Alumini देखते हैं. September future. This is the September future. It's a Dow negative. I think आपका एनालिसिस में क्लियर प्रॉब्लम है. And Ramakrishnan, if I'm not wrong, you're from there. This is the September contract. We prefer to use the continuous contract where the daily chart aluminium में नहीं है, aluminium में बड़ा में नहीं है. So I'm not sure what you are talking about here. The problem last year I made 300%, this year not so much, still made 20% halfway from the 40, but the expectations are playing with my mind. Yeah, naturally. So you are that 300%. I several times gave your example in different group. You are the one of our member did 300% as I'm usually forgetful about the numbers. Here you made a mistake. Here you make one of the big mistake. That when you earn that 300%, actually in this context, I have given the example. Okay, that person I'm sure is not getting that 300 this year. You have thought, boy, I'm skilled. Wow, it's me. What I've done, this 300%. Without considering कि, okay, gold itself has gone up by 100%, 65, 70%. And if there is a 10x leverage in gold, it was possible to generate 700%, not considering the buy sell event. That means even with the 300%, you screwed up. And say with my little more than 100%, I also screwed up. But both of us, we made our minimum target of 40%. Don't need to be greedy. And every month, nobody is doing it 100%. The best of the traders, they can do around 40, 45. Some of the market wizard is in the range of 65. Nobody is in the range of 300. So more, this is an unknown anxiety you have added to your life. Rather, I should look at, okay, I'm saying that, yeah, I made 7-8% this month, but I know still made a lot of mistakes. It could be better. It definitely could have been better. That is, rather than looking at that forceful number which does not exist, with 20% this so far this year, and I'm also not too far. I'm around 30, but nowhere, I don't know, at this point I'll be 100 again. But I'm feeling good. It looks like I'll be able to do the 40% this year at least, which is the main midpoint. Enough. We need to do it consistently, not that 1 year. So this is particularly, you have created an issue for yourself. Don't do it. It will create an unnecessary anxiety that you're missing out something you're not able to achieve, which was not fully achievable on a regular basis. Aluminium is bearish as per 2 hours. Still, there is backwardation in M6. First of all, backwardation is a fundamental thing. So fundamental does not affect every day. And backwardation, you do not know. First of all, you only know your M6 backwardation watching. I have done as a proxy in the setup. मेरे setup में as a proxy है. Real is the LME. London Metal Exchange देखना चाहिए, and not just that. What is the trend of that backwardation and contango? That is also vital. But एक चीज याद रखिए, even if you, no matter what fundamental you see, whatever you see, trading में एक important rule है. If something that moves like a duck, quacks like a duck, swims like a duck, it's a duck. When something that is a negative Dow structure, red rainbow candle, that means it's bearish, it's bearish. Will not argue with the market. And when, since you can feel that, okay, doing the proper analysis, going through the channel, I said LME and the trend, you thought, no, fundamentally aluminium is bearish. You can reflect this as a risk management. You have to reflect this by risk management, by taking lower risk, if you have strong faith in there. But there is nothing to be confused with this price action, whether you apply line chart or whether you apply the rainbow. Both are very, very clear that it's a bearish. But it is also clear it has not given an awesome breakdown yet. Will it be bearish tomorrow? That is completely unknown. If I start with what can be my stop loss, that is known. Whether if you apply line, it will some come with rainbow, max is there, min is there. So stop loss can be found. There exists a probability it will break down, move lower. If you want to play that, how much will you risk? And if you want to play, no, how to play with the buy side because it's backwardation, then we have to wait because it's not bullish. Minimum bullishness, I'll have to wait. So that's how you have to think that way. There is nothing much to confused. Have 40% post-tax. Yeah. Anyway, we don't talk about tax. Tax is up to you to calculate. In none of my, I'm not a tax expert. I have a tax consultant who is a tax expert. So I leave that expertise to him. So I don't involve in his field. He does not involved in my field. So my job is to look for higher earnings. He will do the taxing. So yeah, tax is a major factor. Government चारों तरफ से tax लेता है, which makes it even difficult for a trader to survive. But all those factors लेते हुए एक चीज मैं जरूर बोलूंगा कि commodity market में वो potential है especially for small players because they have low cash, tax and this STT, CTD big burden. Given all the factor, leverage makes it much better instrument to participate than Nifty future or options. Rather than doing one Nifty future or one lot of say option and say naked option buying, it's much better to try out with gold petal or gold 10, which ensure okay you can take reasonable risk आप ले सकते हो. and still get a reasonable return, a 1% risk in return, when gold went in your favor, can create a 5, 6, 7% on the account impact. So that's all, friends. Thank you so much for watching this class. So we'll meet again on next Tuesday, commodity catch up, and Thursday we'll meet for live market talk. Best wishes from my side towards your trading and investing.